Hi guys, how you doing? This is Rich from Rich TV Live. I wanted to go live and talk about the news on Zenabis today. Zenabis Provides Operations update for July 2019. Zenabis Global Inc. is pleased to provide an update on its recent facility construction and licensing activities and its recent cannabis production results. So it's nice to see Zenabis having some news. The stock was slightly green today. It did trade under 1 million shares, so the volume did slow down a little bit. Highlights: with construction and licensing at Zenabis Atholville largely complete, Zenabis is now focusing on construction and licensing of Zenabis Langley. Zenabis Langley construction continues to be on track with prior guidance, with Zenabis's total annual cultivation capacity expected to increase to 143,200 kgs of dried cannabis on completion of licensing at Zenabis Langley. So apparently they're not fully licensed yet at Langley, which means there's way more room for growth at Langley. With respect to production results, cultivation output in July 2019 was 1,238 kgs of dried cannabis, which represents a 46.2% outperformance relative to original design capacity. This is showing progress. This is showing growth. This is showing that they are outperforming their original design capacity. The performance ratio is growing, and a 12.9% outperformance relative to revised design capacity, which means they've already revised their design capacity to say it was going to do X amount, and it outperformed even that number. This is a good sign. Cultivation output of 1,238 kgs of dried cannabis was 2.1% greater than Zenabis revised forecast output. So they just keep beating all of their revised performance, design capacity, output expectations. As updated in August 6, 2019, of 1,212 kgs of dried cannabis. Andrew Grieve, Chief Executive Officer of Zenabis, stated, Zenabis achieved strong cultivation results again in July as a result of our cultivation success through June 2019. We revised our design capacity for Zenabis Atholville upwards of 35%. I remain extremely pleased with our cultivation team's ability to refine our growing practices, maximize yield from existing licensed space. Through to the end of October, we expect the variety of cultivation approaches and rapid scale-up of the facility to result in significant room-by-room variance, after which we expect to achieve steady state yields for each cultivator at Zenabis Atholville. This is great. This is great. So this is good news, guys. What do you guys think about this news? Let's see what you guys think, and let's see who's here. Elad Davidi, what's up, brother? Smoking 559, what's up, bro? Diversified, what's up? Peter B says, let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. Kelvin Payton says, so Zenabis followed me on Instagram. Really? Wow. I don't even think they follow me. That's big. Scott General says, what's up, Rich? I get the first like of the night. I am #1. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys that have hit that like, not 5, not 10, but 15 times. Respect. I like that. Lil says, can always count on you, Rich, to bring it. Well, I'm on the West Coast, so I'm on the West side, right? So a lot of people on the East Coast, they're already sleeping or whatever they're doing. It's 9:30, right? They're watching Netflix on the couch, drinking a cold one, maybe smoking a fat one, maybe taking a gummy. Who knows? Rod B777 says, greetings. Greetings and salutations, Rod. Phil MP says, what's up? Ellen Blassie says, buy more. I mean, isn't that what you do in the stock market? Just buy more, buy more, buy more. It's like Pac-Man. Just buy more, buy more, buy more, buy more. Oh, they go lower? Buy more, buy more, buy more. They go lower? Buy more, buy more, buy more. That's what we do. When it goes down, buy more. Michael York says, cannabis stocks are like balloons full of helium that keep pushing up. Even when pressure keeps pushing them down, they will not be held down forever. No, well, we saw stocks go up today. We saw a green market today. But we had a green market today. Believe it or not, there was actually a green market in Canada and the United States today. I know it's hard to believe, but we were actually green. Phil says, num, 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 num. Yeah, man. Pac-Man. Just buying that Zenabis, buying, everything. Like Zeneva. Zeneva goes and announces a $7.5 million debt financing. Oh, man. So I know what that means. As a holder of Zeneva, it means that it's going to probably get crushed. So I'm excited to see really cheap shares, but as an investor, it's a little scary. But at the same time, I understand they're doing exactly what they have to do. They're raising money so that they can grow their massive facility in California and they can start selling millions and millions and eventually, hopefully, billions of dollars of cannabis, CBDs, and beverages and edibles, because that's what the sector is. It is an elephant. It is so big. It's so huge. It's so exciting. That's why everybody's talking about it. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. When I started talking about these stocks, I was the first on YouTube talking about Aurora Cannabis, Canopy Growth, Afria, HMMJ ETF, Organogram, Chronos Group. Those were the Fab 7. When I started, that was the core, man. And look at where we are now. Look how many people are talking about cannabis stocks now. Everybody and their brother is talking about cannabis stocks. And your boy for 2.5 years has been buying them. So I've seen them go up. I've seen them go down. Typically in the summer. Every summer they've gone down. And then I've seen them in the fall go back up. I've seen it even last year on legalization day go down, and then in January go up again. And then in the summer it went down again, as predicted it would. And now I'm predicting a resurrection, and I'm going to keep predicting a resurrection. And we're going to have a resurrection. You can't stop it. Don't even try to stop it. I know there's shorts watching. They're going to hate on it. Listen, if you're a short and you've been making money for 5 months, in the sector, don't you think you could just now let the sector go up again so that you can short again? You need a little meat on the bone, right? You've taken all this meat off the bone for 5 months, taken everything down, right? Let it go back up again so you can short it down again. I get your game. I understand. We've been talking about it for 2.5, almost 3 years. We're going on 3 years. Next January will be 3 years that we've been doing this. So we've seen the trend. I know that the trend is your friend. Right now, the shorters are winning. Anyone who's shorting is making a killing. But if you're not shorting, beware, man. The markets are very, very dangerous right now. The cannabis sector is highly volatile. Very, very dangerous. You can lose all of your money. Rob Parsons says, not ZENA, but what do you think of SNN News, Rich? I think it's good that they got the money. I don't think it's good that they should put out, oh, we got 7.5 million of debt financing. Like, what? Like, why would you make that your title? Like, what is wrong with these companies? So I'm just like, I'm literally scared for tomorrow. Let's just put it that way. Elad Davidi says, I have 40 different stocks. Wow. I have about 20. So you got double what I got. Michael York says, I was all green on 14 stocks. Your top 10 was looking great, Rich. Hey, man. Thanks, Michael. I work hard to give you guys the best picks, man. Super, super happy. The top 10 was looking good today. And I hope that this is just the start. I hope that the resurrection's coming, and I believe it is, and I believe it's going to be epic. Duarte Barros is saying, Zeneva just taking a beating. it hurts. I think we need to look at it like this is a buying opportunity for us. And Zenabis is a company that just pushed themselves back 6 months because they said they need more time to build their facilities, and they said they were running out of money. So now they've gone and they've got money to build their facilities, very similar to Zenabis. The toxic funders know this on Zenabis and Zenabis. That's why they're taking a beating on these stocks. But instead of looking at it like, oh, the stocks are taking a beating, poor me, look at it inverted. Look at it like, okay, I get a chance to get into this giant. Once all of this is taken care of and they can start making revenue, the balance sheet will grow, the equity will grow, their partnerships will grow, the debt levels will grow to almost nothing and eventually be nothing. And these companies will become profitable giants. So you have the opportunity to get into companies before they explode, which is what everybody wants. But the problem is we're so triggered in our brain to chase green. When we see opportunities disguised in blood, we're afraid of it. We shouldn't be afraid of it. We should be embracing it, because what's happening right now is institutions are buying. Institutions know this is the bottom. Institutions are buying. That's what's happening. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what the institutions are doing. I told you I bought in mid-July thinking that that was the bottom because we already had 4.5 months of red. Now we've had 5 months of red. So, you know, we've been red since April, May, June, July, August. So we've been red for 5 full months. You know, I'm assuming that green is going to come around the corner. It has to come eventually. And I believe when it does, it's going to be a boomerang. I believe it's going to explode in the other direction because that's what it's done every other fall. So assuming we don't have anything different. However, when there's guys like me telling you exactly what's going to happen, you have to assume that the powers that be are not going to make it that easy for me and for you. I mean, who am I, right? I'm a nobody. LL says, Afria holding its value. Yeah, I don't know if it's holding its value. I think it's been going down too. I think Afria is a buy at these prices. Phil MP says, LOL, Gerard the troll, we kicked his ass through his mouth. What? Harold Harris says, Zenabis, I'm in. A lot of people are getting into Zenabis. And I just want to continue to watch them and tell their story. And I have another pick tomorrow that I've been researching that I'm very excited about. And like I said, guys, I think like 50 years ahead of my time. So don't follow me and don't buy a stock just because I'm buying it or just because I'm talking about it. I like to look for diamonds in the rough that have huge growth potential to just explode one day. Sometimes that's going to take a couple years. Sometimes it'll take a couple months. With Zoomaway Travel, it took a few months. I had a dream it was going to go to 20 cents. You know, it's been at 13 cents multiple times for our members, and we got in at 2-3 cents. It's been a huge home run for our community. I'm looking for the next Zenabis. Tomorrow I have a company. It is not a cannabis company, but what it does, it works with cannabis companies and any company to lower the amount of money they spend on electricity. So my goal is to approach all of the cannabis companies and help them save money on their electricity to lower their burn rate, lower their expenses so that they can have higher profits, get to profitability, and then actually once they're turning profitable, the stocks will move in the right direction. So I've been thinking about that, and I found a company. It's a public company. It's around 50, 60 cents. It has money in the bank. It's turning a profit. Tight float, only 30 million shares, and nobody knows it. And it's another pick that I'm going to bring to you guys first tomorrow, so stay tuned. After I bring that pick, they're going to have a conference call. I want you guys to join that conference call because I'm going to be on that conference call because this is a company I'm thinking about investing in. So I'm pretty excited, man. I'm just excited to be a part of this sector. Let's just put it that way, because there's so many highs and lows. And if we can master these highs and lows, which I believe we are, and we're getting better every day, you know, we're going to grow with the sector. And this is a growing sector. You can't hide the fact that this is the fastest growing sector. Nobody can. Look at all these companies' revenues. Do I not see Cureleaf growing in revenue? Do I not see Canna Royalty growing in revenue? Do we not see Zenabis growing in revenue? Do we not see Zenabis growing in revenue? Do we not see Canopy Growth growing in revenue and partnerships and countries and products and licenses. These companies keep growing. People can lie all they want. Shorters can lie. Haters can lie. Trolls can lie. I'm not here to lie. This is the fastest growing sector in the world. All you have to do is realize this is a big pie, and what piece of the pie are you going to carve out for yourself? Do you want to trade? Do you want to have a media company? Do you want to get a CBD company? Do you want all of it? I do all of it. You know, do you want to grow cannabis? Do you want to sell cannabis? Do you want to have your own dispensary? Do you want to work for a cannabis company? These are all possibilities now in Canada, and very, very soon it will be worldwide. Worldwide. Everyone will be doing this. So I don't believe the hype. I don't care if shit goes down. That's our opportunity to get into great companies at the lowest possible price. So the shorters are actually helping us. The bad news is actually helping us. Like the fact that we can get into CannTrust at these prices is mind-boggling. Could go even lower. Same thing with Zenabis. The fact that we can get into Zenabis at these prices is mind-boggling. You know, Cannabis Growth, a couple months ago, it was at $70. Now it's at like $31. It's becoming more affordable. That's the game. That's when institutions get in, when it's more affordable. Then it goes back up. Then they're going to start to sell. They're going to take their profits. Shorters will start to short it and take it back down. You think it doesn't work in unison? All the different brokerage houses, they all communicate. They all talk. They all know exactly what's going on. All right, boys, it's summertime. Let's short. Let's short the cannabis stocks, boys. Boys and girls, everybody shorts it down. And then in the fall, when all the market makers get back to their trading desks and all the big CEOs are back to work and they're off the beach and they're no longer with their families because all their kids are back to school, it's like, all right, boys, where's our stock? Oh, damn, it's cheap. Let's buy her up. Everything's on sale. Let's buy her up. Christmas is coming. We got to make some money. That's just the way it goes. Michael York says Curaleaf kept rising even with pressure from selling and shorts. Yeah, and you know what? Curaleaf will continue to rise because they're a really good company. And they're talking about raising, like, they're talking about some huge stuff for next year, like $1 billion in revenue. Like, that's big. The $1 billion word, that's big. Michael York says ACB is so well positioned to move forward right on time. I agree with you. They're a giant. LL says Cresco, Cura, Charlotte, Zinarba, Zenabis, Hexo, Oxley, TGIFF, Dixie, Afria, Alifia, my picks. I like your picks. If I had to rank them, I'd have to say, out of all those picks, I'd have to put Afria number 1. No, sorry. I'd have to put, Afria number 1, Cura number 2, Cresco number 3. Actually, no. That's so hard. I'd probably have to say Afria number 1. No. Yeah, I'd have to say Afria number 1, C-Web number 2, Zinarba number 3, Cresco number 4, Cura number 5, Zenabis number 6, Hexo number 7, Oxley number 8, Alifia number 9, and TGIFF number 10. But you know what? I like all your picks. I like all your picks. Lorenzo says, what's up, Rich? Glad to see you live. Rich, hey, man, I'm happy to see you guys. I'm just here to talk with you guys. Zenabis put out some news, and I just reading the news, and it looks good to me. Let's keep reading it. To better reflect the actual performance of its facilities, the company reports a performance ratio calculated as follows. After each harvest, Zenabis calculates the dry weight cannabis output from each room, called the total output, taking into account the amount of days in production through a combination of, number 1, the amount of flower room days used, including turnaround time for that room, and number 2, the amount of flower room equivalent days required from other flower rooms in support of that harvest. Together, the effective flower room equivalent days. Zenabis then divides the total output from the effective flower room equivalent days in order to produce the effective yield per day for each room, and then divides the effective yield per day by the design capacity yield per day for each room in order to determine the actual performance versus the design capacity yield per day. This ratio being the performance ratio. Yo, this is science, man. This is science. This went from being illegal to being science. It was always science, but now it's legal science. Zenabis believes that the performance ratio will provide investors with the best measure of actual cultivation performance versus Zenabis published design capacity. Zenabis intends to update and publish updated design capacities for each of its facilities when a facility has harvested from all its flower rooms, with the update at the time reflecting the most recent performance from each flower room, and again, if required, due to significantly different results when a facility achieves consistent monthly performance at a level that is different from its published design capacity. Zenabis has revised its design capacity at Zenabis Atholville upwards by 35%, equal to Zenabis Atholville's performance ratio for the 3 months ended June 30th, 2019, from 34,300 kgs per year to 46,300 kgs per year. In order to preserve reporting continuity, Zenabis has shown outperformance relative to original design capacity. The kg/day figure utilized to derive the 34,300 kg design capacity and relative to revised design capacity. The kg/day figure utilized to derive the 46,300 kg design capacity. Whew. This is science, man. I'm telling you, this is science, man. Zenabis is going to be so huge. Oh my goodness, it's going to be so huge. People don't know, man. Dylan Fraser says micro waste management. Yes, they got their license. They've been on fire since they got their license. LL says, watch HSGX, not cannabis. Watch it. It's on my radar. It's on my watch list. I've been watching it. Thank you guys for the 39 likes. I appreciate you guys. Albums asks thoughts on ISH. Oh, Inner Spirit Holdings. I like them. I think they have a lot of potential, but they've been beat down. Beat down penny stock. So you got to be careful, man. Auntie Raven says, what do you think about Sproutly with their current price? Another stock beat down. I think it's a great company, but the stock price is beat down. If you want to buy these stocks, wait till you find the bottom, man. Just be careful. LL says, Halo Labs, and TrueLeaf. I love all three. And MetaPharm. I love what you're talking, man. You're talking about extraction companies. You're talking about TrueLeaf, a revenue generating profitable cannabis company, the only one with the most revenue, over 20 million in profit. They're a giant in the Florida market, great market for cannabis. Love them. Duarte Barrow says, I'm a patient with Starseed who recently got a deal with Zenabis. Looking forward to trying their product. Nice. Let me know how you like it. Jacob Chamberlain says, any news on Martello? I don't think it traded today. You know what? I haven't even looked. Does anybody know what happened with Martello? I haven't even looked. Lorenzo says, Rich, I bought a lot of my shares in March when I started investing. I've been holding through this drop. Can't wait to see this turnaround, about to drop the cost basis. Smart. Lower your cost. When they explode, you'll be able to get out with a profit. I do it all the time. I'm thinking about doing it on a lot of stocks as well, but I want to make sure I find the bottom. Mark Pepper says, best cannabis day since April. I hope it's the beginning. Today was the best cannabis day since April? Michael York says, when the fundamentals are sound and the market is growing, nothing can stop the best stocks that are ready for it. I agree with you. Bo Jangles says, what's up, Rich? A lot of stocks were up today. We finally had a green day, and I'm just excited about it. I'm reading the Zenabis news. I find this news to be very exciting. I'm just excited about growth. Construction and facility update. On August 21st, 2019, Zenabis announced the completion of $25 million in new senior secured debt, which we expect to enable Zenabis to complete the expansion of its facilities to achieve an annual design capacity of 143,200 kgs of dried cannabis. Additionally, Zenabis believes this financing is sufficient for Zenabis to become cash flow positive without the need to raise incremental debt financing, raise convertible debt, or issue incremental equity capital, which means they don't need to do any more fundraising. And let's keep in mind that this baby isn't even 9 months old since the RTO. We haven't given Zenabis the time to actually mature. This is a brand new entity that has only been an entity for 9 months as of September 1st. It'll be their 9th month. This is a baby, okay? This is a baby. And I love it. Absolutely love this baby. Zenabis, in connection with the senior secured debt financing, Zenabis also issued warrants to RC Morris Capital Management Limited to acquire 902,514 common shares of the conversion price company, equivalent to a 5% warrant coverage on the new senior secured debt, which will put money into the company. Revised the terms of its subordinate secured convertible notes, the secured convertible notes, such that the maturity date was revised for October 17, 2019 to June 30th, 2020. The conversion price was reduced from $168.75 to $154.63. So they've reduced the conversion price of the notes, and they've pushed back the date from October 17th, which was coming due, to June 30th of next summer. 30% of the principal amount of the secured convertible notes was converted at the new conversion price. So they forced the conversion. So they've already converted these notes at 154. This is what's been taking the price down. Reducing the principal balance of the secured convertible notes from 24.9 million to 17.4 million. This is why the stock went down. This is what took the stock down. And they've cleaned up $8 million of this debt. Sorry, $7.5 million of this debt has been cleaned up. It was 24.9 million. It is now 17.4 million. The faster they clean up these convertible notes, the faster the stock explodes. They've already cleaned up with this last correction, which is our buying opportunity, people. I'm telling you, this is our buying opportunity. These guys knew that the stock was going to go down because they had all these shares to convert in the open market. Because they knew that the stock was going to go down, they probably shorted in advance from a third-party non-affiliate offshore, driving the price down. But they've cleaned up $7.5 million of debt. There's only $17.4 million left. In consideration for consenting to the new senior secured debt, the holders of secured convertible notes received warrants to acquire an aggregate 1.373712 common shares of the company. So they have warrants which they have to purchase, which will put funds back into the company. But it also gives this company the opportunity to get more shares, which, you know, they've been participating in helping the company move along, even though it's crushed the stock, which is RC Morris Capital Management. And they get a chance to play in the stock. And that's probably what they're interested in, is playing in the stock because they know it's going to go way higher. Eliminated the conversion feature of the 4,150,000 convertible portion of the original senior secured debentures. So they eliminated $4.1 million of convertible original secured debentures, which is very good. So they've got rid of a lot of that debt too. So they're cleaning up debt here, people. They're cleaning up their float. Zenabis has considered the current market terms for financing in the cannabis industry and in particular, the total net dilution impact of these transactions. The total net dilution impact on Zenabis of the transaction is an increase of 2.5 million shares, which represents less than 1% increase in fully diluted shares outstanding. A summary of the capitalization changes from these transactions is provided below. So essentially what they're saying is they were able to raise 25 million, reduce a bunch of debt, get on better terms, and they did it by issuing 2.6 million shares, which is less than 1% of their total and fully diluted shares of 269,696,290 shares fully diluted, which makes them very similar to the share structure of Canopy Growth. I believe that they are a cross between Canopy Growth and Village Farms. Village Farms is also in the business of plant propagation. And they're also making millions of dollars selling vegetables and plants, similar to Zenabis, who had revenues of $18 million in plant propagation, as well as $7 million in cannabis sales. I anticipate the $7 million to grow astronomically. I also anticipate the plant propagation to grow astronomically. We've got a huge opportunity here to get involved in a global giant early. They have 203,799,955 common shares. They have 24,642,265 convertible debt shares. This is called pre-financing. And they have 22,205,675 warrants. I do own 1,000 shares of warrants, and I do want to get more. I'll let you know when I buy more. They have 19,048,395 options. I do have over 25,000 common shares. I plan on buying more. And fully diluted 269,696,290 million shares, totally fully diluted. Okay, so when they add up all the shares, so this is the way it works. Interesting. So when you add up all the new terms, which they break down here, I'm not going to go through everything here. They talk about the 30% conversion of secured convertible notes, which is 4.8 million. They have this addressed in here. The warrants issued to RC Morris, which is 902,000, which is added up in here. The warrants issued to secured convertible note holders, 1.3 million. That's added up in here. An elimination of convertible portion of secured senior debenture, which is 1 million. That's added up in here. So when you add it all up, the convertible debt shares reduced from 24,642,265 to 20,135,570. So there's 20 million debt shares left. The warrants went from 22,200,000 to 24,481,000. The common shares went from 203,799,955 pre-financing, and then post-financing grew to 208,623,737. When you add it all up, they now have 272,289,602 total post-financing fully diluted shares. So it grew by, like they said, 2,593,312 shares, which is considered the net dilution impact. So the net dilution percentage impact is 1% of the entire issued and outstanding of the company. I like the way this is broken down. It's very well written. It's very understandable. It's very explainable, and it makes sense. For you to increase your share structure by 1%, to be able to grow your facilities to full design capacity, so you don't have to do it ever again, in my opinion, it's totally worth it. It's totally worth it. And as investors, we get to participate in this along the way. It's pretty exciting. Like, they're being as transparent as it gets. Peter B says, sorry guys, let me get to some of your questions here. I go on these tangents. If GTI holds up next few days, we have a chance. If not, then I'm chilling on sideline till we rally up. Yeah, be patient. Follow your gut. Don't buy anything because a YouTuber tells you to. And don't buy anything that I talk about on my show. Buy something because you've done the research, you've done the due diligence, and you love that company. And you're willing to wait until that company grows. And then when that company grows and you see profits, take your profits. That's the game. Jacob asks, when does Aurora report earnings? I've heard on a lot of different platforms September 30th, but I hear a lot of people saying that they're going to come out earlier, as early as September 24th. So I don't know exactly what day they will report because it seems as though everybody's reporting early. LL says, oh, I forgot flour. Yeah, I like flour too, man. Good pick there. Skylar Sloth says, bought more Zenabis at 80 cents. I hope you win big, my friend. Seth Riffle says, I feel like that dude that is selling off all his stock is just going to keep waiting for good news to come out, let the price go up a little bit and sell more shares and make his money. You know, everyone's going to have their own way of doing it, man, but I won't sell until I see a profit. And that's just the way I do it. And when it goes down, I'll buy more. And that's just the way I've always done it. Duarte says MTLO was down 9% today. Yeah, maybe people didn't like the revenues and the earnings. I didn't get a chance to see them. Thank you, Dylan, for giving us an update on MTLO. Bo Jangle says, awesome, man. How you doing, Bo? Seth says, I'm not going to lie, though. I can't blame him. I would do the same if I was in a situation, but that also brings the price down, which is totally fine with me because I'm picking up more every time. If we think long-term and we think we can get into Amazon before it's Amazon, Zenabis could be the Amazon of the cannabis sector in 5-10 years. Aurora could be the Amazon. But Zenabis could be Apple, and Aurora could be Netflix, and Canopy Growth could be Tesla, right? Like, we don't know. We're still so early, you know? And right now, Canopy is number one as far as market cap. But at the end of the day, it's going to come down to two things. It's going to come to your cost per gram and the pricing of your products, and it's going to come down to your... It's going to come down to your price per gram, and it's going to come down to your ability to sell your product. If you have good product, and it's going to come down to the quality of your product. So it's going to come down to those three things: your ability to sell and distribute your product, your cost per gram, and your ability to, you know, actually be able to have a good product. If you have a good product, and a lot of people like Zenabis product, they like Blazery brand, they like Namaste brand. If you have a good product, you've got a good price point, and you've got good distribution and good sales, the sky's the limit, man. And everybody's competing for the same thing. So yeah, this is a very volatile sector. With that volatility comes opportunity. Thank you guys for the 52 likes. I was about to say 52-week low. Oh my goodness. 52-week lows. We're at the 52-week lows. Bye, bye, bye. But you didn't hear it from me. Always consult a financial advisor before you invest in anything. Always invest in the best because you deserve it. And always invest in the best because the best is blessed. It's true. If we hit 100 likes, it shows that you guys are not wasting your time. Why would you even watch me if you didn't want to hit the like button? If you're watching, hit the like button. Smash it. Just smash it. Just tap it. Just tap that. Just tap it. Let's get to some of you guys' messages. Bo Jangle says, keep up the good work, man. Every time stocks are down, and it's been over and over the last 2.5 years, I always tell everyone to buy. And everybody's always panicking. This is the same thing. It happens over and over and over again. And people try to keep coming in and saying, it's crashing to nothing. Cannabis stocks are over. They're never going to go up again. They're not going to go up for a year. They're not going to go up for 2 years. Come on, guys. We know this is going up. And it ain't just going up. It's going to freaking explode. LL says, Rich, you have been the catalyst to my due diligence, and I thank you. Happy weekend. Have a great weekend, my friend. Skylar Slaw says, Martello was on due to quarterly announce and shareholders meeting today. Okay. Big Zini says, started buying today. MJ sector gonna resurrect like Jesus. Wow. Let's go, man. Let's go. Dylan Fraser is saying Health Canada is slow as you can get. Michael York says, I have ACB, Hexo, Supreme, Alexinol, Cura, Oxley, Medicine Man, MedMen, Dixie, Bevcana, ZENA, T-God. Too many great choices. I like them all. I like them all, man. I like them all. Robert says, been waiting for ACB to 525 US, but it hasn't hit that low. Hey, man, you're at a great time to buy right now. So just stick to your guns. If you see it starting to move up, try to get in, because I'm telling you right now, these prices will not last forever. Mark my words. Summer sales do not last forever, because eventually summer ends and then the fall happens and then we see a resurrection. So the summer sale ain't going to last forever. Big Zini says, Robert Restrepo ACB finished the day with bullish hammer on the daily and 4-hour time frame. Very nice. Looks good now. Very good. Phil MP says, bounced up. Too many messages. Holy moly. Can't wait till the 6th to load around 60,000 more in Zenabis. Wow, Phil. You're going big, eh, bro? Good for you, man. I hope you win big, my friend. Michael York says, I'm in Orlando and we may get the hurricane. Hope no outdoor grows get damaged. Hemp. Yeah, let's pray for everyone's safety and for all the cannabis safety, for sure. This is medicine. We can't afford to have it go missing. Phil says, we'll be buying a few more undervalued gems. Yeah, this is the sector, man. We love this sector. That's why we're here, right? The 416er says, I have ACB, ZENA, MTLO, ZMA. Hey, man, I think you're on the right track with all four. I hope you keep winning, and I hope you keep watching, my friend. Phil MP says, I am at 20,350 shares of ZENA at the time being. You got a boatload. That's a good amount, man. Robert says, alkaline water ticker symbol WTER went up 20%, should have averaged down. Yeah, you know, it's one we've been talking about. Congratulations to anyone that got in and took advantage of water. Big move for water. Just another sign that, you know, we're going to have a resurrection. I'm telling you. These stocks are going to go down, but they're going to go up too. So believe me. And when they go up, it's going to be graphic. It's going to be electric. It's going to be just scary for the shorts. They're going to run for cover like they've never run for cover. 79 people watching, 61 likes. That's why I love you guys, and I love you, YouTube. Greatest streaming platform in the universe, bar none, not even close. Nobody even touched them. Love YouTube. Greatest streaming platform in the world, and the greatest community watching right here, right now, where we're talking about Zenabis. I'm breaking down their financials, going through their news release. It's a big release. Lots of information. I've been literally reading it word for word and just been reading your guys' questions. And you guys, like usual, greatest community on earth. Lots of great questions, a lot of great picks, a lot of great points. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for joining me this evening. If you're on the West Coast, it's 7:18. If you're on the East Coast, it's 10:18. You're burning the midnight oil, literally and figuratively. If you're in places like Indonesia, it's already Thursday. So wherever you're watching all over the world, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. You guys make this the greatest community on the planet right here, right now. Phil MP says, I hope we double bottom at 93 and fly from there. I mean, I hope we don't go to 93, but if we do, I'll definitely be most likely buying some. Rame Guma says, hey, Rich, I'm new to the community. Zenabis actually led me to your videos, not the other way around. It's my first and only pot stock. I'm excited to own the amount of shares that I do. Hey, I'm super happy to hear that Zenabis is a stock that you like and they brought you to our channel. So welcome. And I'm a big fan of Zenabis. I'm a holder of Zenabis. I own over 25,000 shares of common stock and over 1,000 shares of warrants. And I plan on, now that it's gone down further, I plan on buying more cheap shares. The 416er says, when these market movers come back and see the MJ stock prices, it's going to be Christmas for them. The resurrection is close, guys. Oh, yeah. You can taste it, right? Clean Me Up Scotty says, hey, Rich, let's get rich, man. I'm so ready. I'm ready, man. I've been ready, like, so ready. Dylan Fraser says HMMJ ETF rebalancing on Friday the 1st. Let's get excited. I'm thinking Afria, VFF, Labs, all profitable companies will explode. Very good point. Very good point. We got 80 people here. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for your 64 likes. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. The quick red fox jumps over the lazy brown dog. Says, so you win more by just averaging down. Personally, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Because if you bought a stock at $2 and you bought 10,000 shares, and then it went to $1 and you bought 10,000 shares, now your average cost is $1.50. You got 20,000 shares at $1.50. The stock no longer has to go to $2 for you to make money. Now the stock can go to $1.60. You can get out and you can make money. This is what we call averaging down. So when a stock goes down, and it's a good company, you can buy more shares cheap. And then when it goes back up again over time, because it's going to grow, the price should grow, then you're able to sell for a profit. And the key there is to invest in the great companies because you deserve it. And if you invest in a great company, they're going to go up. If you invest in a poor company, a failing company, a fraudulent company, a scamming company, anything like that, then you have a chance to lose buying more. That's the stock market. Stock market has created more millionaires than pretty much any other market, maybe with the exception of real estate. Real estate creates tons of millionaires. The stock market creates tons of millionaires. And a lot of investors in real estate invest in stock, and I invest in both. And a lot of investors in the stock market invest in real estate. I invest in both because real estate, you typically got to hold 5-10 years. Not always, but typically. With stock, you don't have to wait sometimes longer than 5 minutes. But I'm also willing to wait. I don't mind waiting 5-10 years for a stock if it means I can make 10 times my money, because I'm not necessarily going to make 10 times my money in real estate. So for me, I'll invest in whatever can make me money, and I don't care how long I have to wait, because I don't invest money that is my mortgage money. I invest money that I can afford to invest. That's the money I invest. So if it means I have to wait, then I wait. As I generate more income in my businesses that I'm involved with all the time, I take that revenue as I generate it and I invest more and I buy more. And when the stocks go up, I sell. And then I pull the money out and I do the same thing. I buy more real estate and then I sell real estate. I take that money, invest in stock, and I just, same vicious cycle. Sell stocks, sell real estate, play with money over and over and over again. And I don't know, man. I have more freedom than anybody I know. I do. I got more freedom than anybody I know. I don't got a job. I don't got a boss. Why do you think I've been doing videos every single day for 2.5 years? I don't got anybody telling me, hey, Rich, go do this. Hey, Rich, go do that. To me, that freedom, that's worth all the money in the world. The freedom to me is more important than the money, because I use that freedom to do what I want, to go travel, hang out with my friends, hang out with my family, hang out with my kids, go to my son's soccer, go to my daughter's gymnastics. That's important to me. It's more important to me than working 15 hours a day, killing myself. And that's why I look younger than what I am. I see a lot of people that are my age, bald, fat, out of shape, tired, stressed, depressed, and I'm loving life. I go to the beach. I'm chilling out. I'm buying stocks. Yeah, they go up and down. I can deal with it. I don't have an issue with stocks going down. I understand that that's a buying opportunity. Just like with real estate, when real estate goes down, I don't panic. I'm either selling before it goes down, which I just sold a property and I'm planning on selling another one soon, or I'm buying and I'm thinking, okay, if it keeps going down, I'm going to be buying some stuff. I mean, that's our opportunity. So stop getting it twisted and thinking that when things are down, it's a bad thing. It's a good thing.